They chuckled as she landed on the ground. They believed the tale had reached its conclusion. What they failed to realize was this: the instant they pushed her over, they stirred something that would transform every single existence in that school. For all time, remain with this narrative right to the finish, because the most reserved individual in the space can often be the riskiest one to overlook. When Sophia Bennett entered Westbridge High on her very first day, she did not appear threatening. She seemed like a person attempting to occupy as little room as possible. Her shoulders curved inward just a bit. Her gaze stayed glued to the tiles, her fingers gripping a journal as though it was the sole item holding her balanced. Fresh school, fresh town, fresh start following a history nobody understood. From that initial morning, the murmurs began. Who's the newcomer? She seems fragile. She will not survive a month in this place. That at Westbridge High, influence controlled everything. And influence rested with Ryan Hayes and his circle. Admired, noisy, invincible. They determined who counted and who did not, and in just days they concluded Sophia did not. It began lightly, a deliberate nudge in the corridor, chuckles when her textbooks dropped, somebody concealing her bag. Instructors either missed it or acted unaware. Sophia remained silent. She simply gathered herself each time and continued forward. But quietness encourages tormentors to grow braver. One midday in the packed courtyard, Ryan blocked her way. "Be careful where you step," he remarked, grinning. Sophia attempted to pass around him. That proved her error. Ryan extended his leg. Sophia struck the pavement firmly. Her journal skidded over the surface. The courtyard burst into laughter. Cameras appeared. A voice yelled. She wiped out. For a second, Sophia remained on the ground. That second stretched forever. Something within her fractured, not with noise, not with force, but profoundly. Recollections flooded back. Years of training, hardship, practice, vows she had kept to herself after an existence she never discussed. She rose gradually, wiped the dirt from her legs, retrieved her journal, and met Ryan's gaze directly. No fury showed on her expression, only serenity, and that unsettled him, although he did not recognize it yet. That evening, Sophia sat by herself in her bedroom, gazing at her mirror image. "I did not arrive here to battle," she murmured softly, "but I will not flee again." What nobody at Westbridge understood, what Ryan never suspected, was that Sophia Bennett had passed most of her younger years in an environment where dropping meant rising quickly or suffering far worse. And the following occasion someone attempted to push her over, the outcome would differ greatly. They assumed her quiet meant vulnerability. They assumed the tumble shattered her. But the following morning, the tormentors would discover reality. Some individuals stay silent not from fear, but from restraint. The following day, Sophia entered school exactly as usual, calm, composed, gaze ahead. Yet something had shifted. She no longer dodged anybody. Ryan spotted it, planning to tear up again today. He taunted in the gym-changing corridor, his companions chuckling nearby. Sophia halted. The corridor fell hushed. She turned back gradually. "I am not here to win your approval," she stated peacefully, "and I am not here to fear you." Ryan laughed. "Or else what?" Sophia offered no reply. During physical education, the pressure broke. Ryan thrust her firmly amid basketball session. Staff were occupied elsewhere. All eyes watched. Sophia staggered, but this occasion, she stayed upright. Ryan shoved once more. What followed seemed unbelievable. Sophia reacted with swiftness and accuracy nobody anticipated. She adjusted her stance, channeled his momentum, and in one smooth action, Ryan struck the surface firmly, not harshly, not cruelly, simply sufficient. The gymnasium stood still. Sophia moved backward, palms open, breath even. "I do not wish to harm anybody," she declared, "but I will no longer allow harm to reach me." Staff hurried over. Inquiries followed. Clips circulated around the building within moments. The tyrant who dominated Westbridge brought down by the reserved newcomer. Yet Sophia did not rejoice. Instead, something unforeseen occurred. Fellow students began voicing experiences, revealing their accounts, holding themselves higher. Instructors started noticing. Ryan surrendered his dominance, not from his tumble, but because everybody finally viewed him truthfully. Later that afternoon, Ryan approached Sophia while she sat alone. "I had no idea," he whispered. "You did not have to know," she answered. "You simply had to stop." Sophia faced no expulsion. She received no applause either. She earned respect, and that proved sufficient. By years close, Sophia was no longer labeled the newcomer. She became recognized as the one who showed everyone that true strength does not always roar, that genuine assurance does not always boast, and that compassion can lie beside capability. She never shared her complete history. She felt no need, because often the most powerful lesson is not in words spoken, but in how you stand again after being pushed down.